PA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Houston Texans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. The gain of 3 on the play. That will bring up 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's a shovel here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go. Britt. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 14 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0.
Texans nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
18.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
Tag! Back to throw now on
first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle.
Second and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Dragon 60, Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Warrior 70.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Okay,
now
ready?
on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Here we go. Buffalo 18, Panther 60.
Back to throw. Trailer. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
It's fourth down.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Mahomes going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that mark
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all in. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That'll be complete to Dillon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
18 Cardinal. Warriors 70. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Trammell. He had him there open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one coach told his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
from the 25. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man, that's Pinker. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think.
By that,
yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. That flag, that'll push him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Play action, it's Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. He's got it with the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 70 yards. And the Chiefs had 6 to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13.
13.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 yards to go, second down. Now a handoff up the middle. He'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. The slot man in motion right. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
43! Attack, attack! Yellow, yellow! 50, yellow, 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 yellow! Nice hit!
Now Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 30. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And again, it's Mahomes. That's complete, left side of Worthy. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Makes the score. Chiefs.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, some strong running. And good coverage there on special teams as they get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Texans have burned the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Second and 6.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Looking to throw. Trailer. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now.
makes the score Chiefs 28, Texans 13. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Let's go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready? Ready? Viking, 18. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Mustang, 19. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he hits him in stride. Now a signal in the timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Second down and 4.
Let's go now. Ready, ready?
Back to throw. Trammell. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is off in bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Win or go home. That's the name of the game. And we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here we go. Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Nowhere to go that time. And maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Come on, come on. Set. 80. Bronco 80. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Trammell will try and do this himself. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
First and 10.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
Loss on the play.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Get up! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready, ready! Cowboy 80! Mustang 19! Ready!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now here's Mahomes. Under pressure, the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, 43, 43. Easy.
Mahomes now to throw. Let's got it, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Britt. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, 43, 15, or go on, 43, 43.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it is caught. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Kansas City.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they go. Britt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 72 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. On the grab, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Britt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
3rd and 9 here.
Hey, easy. Hey, 57. Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Butker on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns. But in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
On the quick, right?
Stroud working out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Dave. A 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Stroud. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
118.
Stroud to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Oh, ready? Hey, uno. 118. What's that?
Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Dave. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Sometimes you get a first and goal, and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on first down to get back to what we need, so maybe we're going to have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Complete to number 1, Xavier Worthy. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Mahomes to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're